is Unit B. Yes, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. And I am calling this, guess what? Guess what? You'll find out in a second. Yay! I am so stoked. I really loved doing this building and like creating each apartment, kind of thinking about each like state or colony as I was doing this. And so Unit B is actually a very, very close cousin and connection. Yes. So this one is the Connecticut unit that I am doing. And the reason why, even though it's a little bigger than some of the other units, I'm doing this because it's very, very white and light and bright and exciting, but not the biggest unit, but on the basement level, but it's definitely one of the most bright that you're going to find in the series. So I was really, really excited to kind of build this one and really put it together because it really is kind of an art almost to kind of map out each one of these and think about it in your mind as you're processing like where you're putting these walls. So there is some cutting that I did, but it's funny because if you have to think about it and think about, okay, well, a bed is like 2 by 2 or 2 by 3, depending on which one you're doing, or 1 by 2. And then you have to think about dresser, you have to think about like closets, things like that, maybe. And then bathrooms, if you like putting a bathroom with a bedroom like I do. So every bedroom I create, I do a bathroom with it. So then you have to think about that as well. And then how to then kind of fit in everything around that because you need at least like one tile to get around. So it's kind of fun. And so now the kitchen is forming together and I'm bringing everything in for this like light and airy sort of kitchen idea. And I wish there was like some uppers for this though, even if they were just like shelves, like a couple shelves, just something that was a little bit more than what we got because it was just like one shelf or like a little shelf combo deal, but it like doesn't really go. And so it's kind of a bummer. But I ended up making it work and I hope you guys like it. I hope it kind of makes sense to you guys. And so now I'm bringing in sort of like the elements first because I wasn't even sure if I was going to do uppers in this one. So I just kind of went around and started doing the things that I usually do, especially when I'm like giving more of that top shelf treatment. So another feature of a lot of my kitchens you'll see, especially if there's not a window there like we have here, you're going to see a mirror in front of the kitchen sink, the main kitchen sink. However, in my other builds, like if it's above the earth and outside of the lower level, then and there's windows and that sort of thing, then you're actually going to see me go in and kind of pull in a lot of like natural light and stuff. So that's usually where I put my kitchen sink and then cut off any uppers. So then it's just like you can look out your kitchen window and see your yard, like everyone fantasizes about when they go and look at houses. So now I'm putting together the rest of the kitchen and bear with me. Like I was having a little bit of an issue with my mouse and like because I didn't have a lot of footage, like some of these didn't take that long to make. So I was like, yeah, I need to like, work on that a little and like just make it work a little bit better. So I ended up cutting a bunch of footage out, but then it kind of made my video a little slower. So I apologize for that, but I really liked how the space turned out and I just really wanted you guys to kind of see the detail on what I did. And I really do like having the cabinets over the kitchen window though, like because I'll do like a smaller window because it's just kind of what you're looking out. And then I'll do like an upper over top of that just to kind of give you extra storage. And then we have our range. I went with a little more top end unit appliances on this one as well. Some of them are a little bit cheaper because they're larger units, or because I kind of was thinking about certain people in mind, or certain types of people, like a cat lady, for instance, might be featured in one of our future builds. If you tune in and watch, it'll be funny. I think you guys will like it. So now I'm putting like the little dining room area together, getting the little outside like stoop area, I guess you could call it, or like the little area, where you've got your staircase and your landing and stuff for your own little private entry. So now I'm putting together like a dining room table, and then I just kind of, move it a little bit. And then fortunately, and because I'm in unit B, I still have a little bit of extra wiggle room. But as I start getting, reduced down a little bit more, and I get in like unit E and unit F, which I'm not going to tell you what those states are yet either, but it might just kind of give away the design elements a little. If you follow me on Twitter, you might see a little sneaky peek of those too. Or if you saw the previous episodes, you might have got a couple glimpses. But yeah, as I went along, I had less and less space, obviously, I could whittle away from. And so, then when I got to unit F, I had a really fun, like, sort of shotgun style, sort of like barrel slash like heavy on the like components down here sort of unit. And I think you guys will like it. I think I really liked how it turned out, and I can't wait for you guys to see how that one goes. So I have like a little bar and just a lot of like a little island, because that's Connecticut, like, again, it's what they're known for, is just a lot of like a lot on the East Coast just has a lot of little islands and fun little areas and niches of opportunity and things that are like fun to explore and stuff. And then I just went with a really fun bright scheme. Again, it made me think of like coastal areas, and if you went more towards the coast, and just very high end with the art as much as I could without any custom content. And so now I'm bringing in a lot of the potted plants and elements like that too, to kind of pay respect to the more of the inland area of Connecticut, and sort of like the classy style and like the East Coast beachy vibe, because it's different than the West Coast beachy vibe. Say that 5 times fast. So yeah, it was like they're just totally different. And so I'm really wanted to kind of bring that up here and have that in here, because it's more of like a homey kind of vibe, a very like just wholesome, so to speak, and relaxing, like that old school sort of spa sort of feel with the bathrooms is definitely what I was thinking about. As soon as I thought of Connecticut, I'm like, oh, it's got to have like that cucumber sort of really cool vibe that you just can't get anywhere else. And so now I'm bringing in the rest of the bathroom elements. Again, just all with that spa feel, just very light and airy and bright and coastal. And then a little bit more opulent with the bedroom fixtures and things like that. Because when I, think of, I've never been to Connecticut, but when I think about it, or when I've heard about it, and just kind of everything I've ever learned, it's just sort of this place that just seems really, really interesting and fun to definitely visit for a history lesson, because it's pretty neat, and there's a lot of nostalgia there. And so I wanted to kind of pay respect with that, with a lot of the bedrooms and stuff, and kind of that like higher end bougie, like grand look. Because there's going to be other apartments that have that really fun, like airy beachy bedroom vibe, and I can't wait for you guys to see that. So here is our kitchen perspective as I go through the tour here a little bit. Each one of the videos are going to feature a walkthrough tour. They're going to have like the fun little intro that I hope you guys liked. And then you're going to see like, the little bit of speed video here and there too. So I am so glad you guys tuned in, and thank you so much. As always, I am so grateful. Oh, and then this was funny because I didn't realize that I had a plant that was like popping out through the wall from the next unit over already. And I'm like, already? I have something weird going on with my build. So like I had to go fix that real quick and then come back. So that's what you're seeing here. So like literally in like 2 seconds, like we're gonna go through the bathroom, we're gonna see that. And that's a fun thing too, because like literally in like most of the HGTV shows are like, you know, the flipping shows and stuff, you never see all the bathrooms, you just see like one. So you're like, wonder if they even did everything. Because I'm like, where is everything? Like, I want to see like the nitty gritty and stuff. So, maybe in like an like after hours episode, or like an episode on a blog, or like anything would be really fun. So I was like, I'm like gonna feature every room at least a little like snapshot, so you guys can like see how everything turned out at the end. And then like it was funny because like in a couple places like I realized I like forgot the toilet paper, or like I maybe put it in a weird spot, like this instance. So like I go back and fix it. But like there was like a couple areas where I was just like, oh, I forgot something. So then I like came back at the end and did this fun tour for you guys so that you could make sure and see like each element and how it all came together, because I wanted to make sure like that you guys could really still see it. I really liked how the laundry room came out, as you can tell. Like these are one of the few things, and then like this hallway and everything. I come back down here and look around, and then I come back around again. Yes. Like I just really loved like see, there's my plant. As I'm fixing it. Finally, see, boom. Yes. So I wanted to like come down this hallway and show you guys like for real though, like the wall and how it all came together. I really enjoyed how that came together. But then there was some weird aliasing with my camera. Like that basket is actually on the door. But it just looks like that in this. But I just really wanted to kind of bring in some really like simple, clean elements and things that were just like a little bit different, not too like crazy, and just more of like muted and to scale. Connecticut's one of obviously our smaller states as well. So I wanted to make sure that it still like felt like it had that vibe. So there's a lot of stuff in here to really make it feel like it's a little bit more than like maybe what you clutter or fit in a room. So here's the bedroom. And then it was fun because like again with the potted plants and a lot of the things like that just I thought were really exciting to use in a space when we first got them, and now it's fun to be able to have another space to use them. So thank you guys again so much for tuning in, and as always, I'm Simmer Chase, and if you like this, please take a moment to like and subscribe in the links below, and have a great day.